Konnichiwa, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tales from Tyria. And this is my 7th attempt at doing these videos. It's been problematic all the way through. So, quick overview on what I'm going to be doing. These videos will be split into 2 parts. One every fortnight, every Friday, will be story mode. This will be the proper part of the series, where we progress through Harley's story from start to finish. The second half of the series will in fact be a compilation leveling video, as best as possible, and we will be going. It'll be between the actual leveling story missions, so we will be leveling her up, doing dungeons. Well, not dungeons per se. We'll be doing quests and events and stuff like that. And probably some Edge of the Mist too, but we'll see. But we're going to start straight off. This is going to be a very tricky one for me to do, because for some bizarre reason it just doesn't seem to want to sync. So I will be sort of pausing and starting all the way through this. So let us begin.
Please, I need your help.
Let's speak to you.
Everybody get to the inn. We can protect you.
Very well. We'll do a little bit of combat. There'll be some monsters to fight. As you can see here, our skills are quite numerous in terms of the number 1 skill. Double strike, wild strike, loader strike and backstab, each having different effects. Mostly in terms of the damage, you've got 20, 36. Well, you got quite a lot. You got a lot of damage. My maths can't fucking work, so let's keep an eye out for some Centaurs, because that is our threat right now. I'll do a bit of combat to show you it. As you see, there's some Centaurs over there. Let's drive them out here. Let's go kill them. Oi, get here.
Oh, it's on now.
Right, as you can see, combat very basic. You know, you stand around and press the buttons. It does get a lot more chaotic, especially when you're in a group, which you'll probably see in the actual leveling videos, because I'll be leveling Harley up to level 6 off camera, and then working on actually leveling with a fellow guildie who's also got a level 6 character. Alright, here's the inn. We're going to talk to this person over here, but before we actually go close to them, I'm going to quickly mention sort of what to expect in terms of the build, in case anyone's wondering. I don't go into a game with a determined build. For example, I never played WoW with a decent build. I never play Star Wars Online with a decent build. I play what I want to play and alter it to be more efficient. Not efficient. Whatever the hell I said, I went efficient. Like I was sneezing or something. Jesus. So I'm just gonna pause. I have to sort of cut the videos in order to sort of make sure they're in sync with each other. So for you it'll be a second, for me it'll be a few minutes, 1 moment.
Sergeant, there are more Centaurs on the other side of town. Captain Thackeray's calling for reinforcements at the garrison.
If he's calling for help, it must be serious. But I can't spare anyone.
I'll go. Captain Thackeray's never failed Divinity's Reach. If I can help him, I will.
Balthazar bless you. That's the spirit that'll win this war. Good luck.
Welcome back, folks. So we got a little advancement on our story. It does say it does have a tick next to go to the garrison. I did sort of go there, but I kind of screwed up on a bit of the recording, so I ran back and we're just standing here. It saves me having to reload the entire thing again. So, also, I stupidly had the cursor hidden on Fraps, so who's an idiot? Yes. Yeah, I'm just making sure my microphone is actually turned on. So yes, like I said, like I said earlier, this is my 7th attempt at doing this. I really wish it wasn't. You know, this is one game that I can sort of foretell is going to be a little bit tricky to do. Until I can get at least a little bit upgraded computer and make the game a little bit more stable. So we must defend the garrison from Centaurs. And there's Logan Thackeray. Let's go! We must defend. As you can see on the map, this orange circle, this denotes a event area. You'll see them pop up on the map every now and then when an event starts. It's a lot of fun. Always end up like stopping what I'm doing just to go get said events. Oh god, a little bit of lag. It's weird because this game does seem to actually work perfectly fine when Fraps isn't working. When Fraps is turned on, the game tanks completely. I'm quite interested in playing through the human story because I never actually got a character up to what is determined as the world story.
Get ready. There's another wave.
Why that's denoted as that is simply because you have 2 parts of your story. You have the basic story, the starting one, where you grew up, and you're interacting with the characters there, followed by the second choice of your character creation, which in Harley's case was a circus. Dreamed of actually being in the circus, and you're in the ground. And then eventually you go into the orders, which is basically helps you determine whereabouts, which faction you're going to be a part of, and which quest givers you interact with. And eventually it goes into the world story, which everyone seems to be doing. Just going to turn that down on my end. So, raw, giant hands come out the ground. Very scary. This is a giant earth elemental. And this is more or less your first taste of what's called a world boss, really. And the effects of which differ depending on the game, on the boss you're fighting. Some of them are quite easy, some of them are quite hard. Thackeray's just standing around being cool. You notice there's these sort of cursors, crosshairs even. These are the targeting spots, so it helps you target and kill the enemy. The red rings there determine damage zones. Red for enemies and white for your allies. And certain circles cast by allies will give you interesting abilities, such as the warrior spinning attack that you can get will actually give out, will actually fire out different bolts depending on what you actually do with them. Like what fields around it, that sort of thing. So I'm actually going to put the video here, well, put my voice here, and we'll see you in a second.
Not dead yet. Brace yourselves. Think it's gonna explode.
Where am I? What happened?
You were injured when the elemental exploded. Captain Thackeray brought you here personally. You've been unconscious for 3 days. You had lots of visitors. Villagers you rescued, some seraph, and even a tavern keeper from the city and his daughter. She came by every day.
That'd be my friends Andrew and Petra. I'll have to go see them once I'm fully recovered. What should I do now?
Fresh air and exercise are the best medicine. The goddess Duena helped you. Perhaps you could help others?
Thanks, I will. And thanks for taking such good care of me.
So that is the end of the first story for this character. The reason I was originally going to plan on doing 2, but also I have to level up. So I'm going to level up to a decent level, continue the storyline on the next video. Another reason why I'm also stopping it at just 1 is the amount of hassle I've had with trying to just record this first part of the story. So I will obviously be able to do the next story very quickly and a lot more easier now that I have an idea on what to do. So I hope you've enjoyed this first episode. I do apologise if it's been a bit not informative for me. I have been obviously in a bad mood because of it. But trust me, next video will be, I think, until I hit sort of probably about level 6, I will release another story video next week, because I will not be doing leveling videos until I hit level 6 and I can actually level up with Gildy. So reward wise, I'm going to end it here, sort of by my dagger. The build I'm going for, I should really explain this before we end the video, is a stealth-based rogue, thief, sorry, proficient in traps, sort of good at dodging, that sort of thing. Primarily going to be using daggers as her main weapons, and her alternate weapons will be pistols. Sort of a build I'm more or less making as I go along. So any advice, obviously, if you know of good builds, please do PM me on YouTube or comment and I will message you on it. But until the next video, my name has been Shadowbane. We have been playing Harley Nightsinger, and this has been Guild Wars 2. I will see you in the next Tales from Tyria. Till then, take care.